We've all rolled the dice on a Tubi original movie. Today, it's Hive. Free movie, low expectations, fingers crossed. Whether it works is a whole other question. Welcome to Scary World, where I walk you through the best, the worst, and the downright disturbing. I'm Arturo Padilla.
Hi.
Let's get into it. A teen babysitter loses her kid in a gated community where the playground children don't act like children, and figuring out why might cost her everything.
You have to leave this place.
I can't. I'm her babysitter. I don't feel so good. I really think that there's something trying to hurt me.
The first category is production. Does this movie look good? Is it well executed? Hive is the new Tubi original movie from Felipe Vargas, who previously directed 2025's Rosario and the very fun short film Milk Teeth back in 2020. He wrote and directed Hive based on his short film of the same name. The movie looks polished, with the film crew making smart use of the small budget. The shots are well framed, and most of the movie plays out in broad daylight, giving the whole movie a welcome vibrancy. There's something unsettling about it too. Horror is not supposed to happen in the sun. It belongs in the darkness, and Hive drags it out anyway. For production, Hive gets a 2 out of 2. Solid use of the budget. Kudos goes out to the crew for making sure this thing looked as good as they could have made it. Let's not forget, it is a Tubi movie. The next category is story. Does this movie make sense? Is it engaging? Expanding his own short film, Vargas had the room to build out the mythology and deepen the story. And the concept itself is a fun one. Anytime kids are a threat, there's just something unsettling about it. That said, it doesn't quite get off the ground, leaving you with more questions than answers. For story, Hive gets a 1 out of 2. It's a cool concept, but it needed some more pizzazz in order to make this thing captivating. The next category is ensemble. Are the performances good? Does the cast have chemistry? The cast does an okay job, with Xochitl Gomez carrying the majority of the weight early on. But that weight gets heavier as the movie goes on, and she gradually fades into the background with the rest of the cast. The characters get some development, but nothing to hold on to, and any goodwill they earn evaporates the second they start making idiotic choices to move the story along. For ensemble, Hive gets another 1 out of 2. Not terrible, but not really good either. The support really did Gomez no favors. The next category is horror. Does it deliver the goods? Is it scary? There's very little blood and gore here, but when we do get the goods, it's all practical and it looks good. The playground gimmick gives the movie a small creep factor, but it never quite tips into that genuinely scary territory. And the second half of the movie doesn't help. Things get a little goofy, and the practical makeup that worked earlier starts to fall apart. For horror, Hive gets another 1 out of 2. I needed more from this one, especially after that brutal opening scene. It could really have done with more fodder for these kids. The last category is legacy. Does this movie leave a mark on the genre? Will anyone remember this movie 5 years from now? This is a Tubi movie through and through. It's all here. The story that falls a little flat, the annoying characters and their terrible decisions, and the B-movie makeup in the third act. And yet, I had fun watching this on a random afternoon. I was legit engaged the whole way through, waiting to see where it would go, and it held me to the end. That's more than most Tubi originals get from me. For legacy, Hive gets a 1 out of 2. This was far from a masterpiece, but it did a pretty damn good job for a movie on a free streaming platform. Now let's add it all up. For production, Hive got a 2. For story, a 1. For ensemble, a 1. For horror, another 1. And for legacy, a 1. Giving Hive a respectable 6 out of 10. Hive nails the craft, but fumbles the idea. Go catch it on Tubi if you have an afternoon to spare. I'm Arturo Padilla, and remember, it's a scary world out there, but I am here to walk you through it. See you next time.